what's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new SBC. It is of course Tuesday, or Boxing Day actually as well. So happy Boxing Day to all of you. But of course we have the marquee matchups ready for us today. And also just in case you missed it, we also have Team of the Week 14 upgrades. It's the untradeable versions of Team of the Week players from Team of the Week 14, which, as a lot of people predicted, should hopefully push the price of 83 rated players up. Bear in mind that we have 1 day left of Team of the Week 14, and then we are on to Team of the Week 15. I imagine we'll get the Team of the Week 15 upgrade, as well as a tradable version of that in the coming days. I imagine so anyway. But that is what we're focusing on, well, on the road to glory, trying to make profits from it. But today, obviously, we're mainly focusing on the marquee matchups. So, if you guys are interested in getting yourself a, what is it, a premium, is it a premium gold players pack? Okay, so a 25k pack for the end result. We're also going to get a jumbo premium gold pack, 15k, small gold players pack, don't know what that's worth, premium gold pack, and a prime electrum players pack. That's not too bad actually. So we should hopefully be able to get ourselves a board pull from these today. I imagine the two that are going to be expensive are Celtic Rangers and Bristol City versus Wolves. However, I really hope that they don't go mad in terms of like what we've had the last couple of weeks, where certain bronzes and stuff just go absolutely nuts to like 8k or something. If that happens, then like me on the road to glory last week, don't do the marquee matchups, because it's just not worth it if the whole thing costs you like 50k. It's honestly, it's not worth it. People are just making money off here. So, Liverpool versus Leicester is the first tie in the marquee matchups today. So what we've got here is, well, a minimum of 1 Liverpool player and 1 Leicester player, so you're going to need 2 of them. 6 players minimum from the Premier League and a 77 rated 90 chem team. So you can do this 2 ways really. You can see with the 4-1-4-1 that you can easily split the team into 6 players by either doing the upper half, so the striker, the 4 midfielders and the CDM, or you could do the goalkeeper, the 4 defenders and the CDM again. Like whatever way works for you, will complete this one the easiest. I literally had a quick look, saw what Liverpool and Leicester players I had, and I had 77 rated Albright and 77 rated Ings, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go on the top half of things being my players from the Prem, and I just did English players to make sure I got enough chemistry. Like, you don't have to, but it worked easily for me. I had loads of stuff at my disposal there, and then just to keep that rating up and to well, complete the SBC, I've gone for Bundesliga players. Bundes players aren't actually required in this week's marquee matchups, therefore they are not a bad shout to stick in as your like other extra players. And if you were, I've got loyalty on everyone because these are just players from packs. However, I imagine you could just put a German here in this place, and the team he plays for is left back there, and that would work out just fine. Or another German left back there, just so you got chem going along the back. But I don't need it. You know, I've got 100 chem, so whatever you've got in your club will probably also work. So that's the first one, Liverpool versus Leicester. Jumbo premium gold pack for that. That's 15k's worth. I'll take it. Next up, Celtic versus Rangers, the old firm derby in the Scottish League. For this one, you're going to only need 1 Celtic or Rangers player. So just 1. So that hopefully will keep their prices at a like sensible level. I hope they don't go mad. Let's, for instance, take a look at this Rangers player right here. Yeah, so 3k at the moment, and he hasn't instantly sold. So hopefully that means that they're going to be a normal price for you guys. I do hope so anyway. But anyway, 4 Scottish Prem players at a minimum. And you do also need 4 gold players and an 85 team chem. So what I did was take a look at the formation. I'm like, okay, where can I get 4 strong links together so that everyone will be on chem? And I was like, okay, I could go centre back, right back, CDM and right mid. And the player I'm using is an untradeable Scott Brown. So I got one of my golds, so that's good. And of course, he would likely be cheaper than the bronze or a silver at this point, just because he's way, way less rare. So that might be a good option to go for someone like Scott Brown or the golds that play for Celtic and Rangers. Rangers because there'll just be more of them on the transfer list, or transfer market even. And then I've just put some golds that I had from Bronze Pack Method or just other reward packs. I don't know if they have much value. I'm not going to look because I don't need to. They're fine for me. I'll happily get rid of them. So I know that I've got one of my gold players in, so I only need 3 more, and I can do that by putting the cam, the striker, and a left wing. Like he's not on full cam at all, but he'll do just fine. If you got a left mid from the Spanish league, go for that. But I didn't have a Spanish one, and I wanted to get full chem for you today. And then I've gone for Irish players from the Irish League. They're typically like my go-to because the only time of year that they're really used for is potentially St. Patrick's Day, and I could just do some Bronze Pack Method until then anyway, so that's fine by me. So yeah, we will go ahead and submit this one for a small gold players pack. Next up, we have Inter versus Lazio in the Serie A, the Calcio A, whatever you like to call it. Now for this one, I've split it down between 2 different leagues. You're going to need 1 Inter player and 1 Lazio player, and a minimum of 6 Calcio A, 78 rating, so this is the highest rated team that you'll need, and 90 chemistry, so you have got to think a little bit about that chem. So for this one, again, looking at the formation, I'm like, how can we get 6 players in here that all get links and stuff? And we could go for the triangle up top, so the cam and the 2 strikers, and then the left-hand side triangle here. And if there's enough chem between them, then we can just maybe get someone in the cam spot who can link off to another league, like exactly what I've done here, and then we can start building from there. So the players that I've used, it's actually a Spaniard from Lazio, but you could use anyone from Lazio that would fit any of this left-hand side if you want to copy my route. And then I've used Eder from Inter, and because he was Spanish, that just told me, okay, I'm going to go to Spain for the next part, or for the filler players, and of course they're not necessary for marquee matchups this week, so that's not a bad shout to go for players from that league either. So that's what I've done. However, I imagine someone like Luis Alberto might be a little bit more expensive right now. Mate, under 1,000 coin bids for these players, so you might get lucky and have a good priced marquee matchups this week. So we're going to go ahead and submit this one for a Prime Electrum Players Pack. That sounds like it could be half decent. And then finally, Bristol City versus Wolves. This one is going to be like your lowest rated team that you put together, but you do need to get like a 66 overall, so that is just above full bronze team. Like, you're going to need some silvers in there as well, and as you can see, I've easily got enough rating here. So I wonder if I could even just literally switch some of these French League 2 players who I'll never ever use, if I can switch them for like bronzes. If I can do that, that'd be good. We'd come down to a 67. What about I haven't got a right back. I've got this guy though. 66, 95 chem. I mean, for the purposes of this video, yeah, I'm just going to go and switch that out because I'd rather keep the silver player. But just note that I had a trio of chem here, though, which obviously helped out beforehand. But I've got loyalty, so we're all good. So what you do need is 1 Bristol City or Wolves player. I have only just read that correctly, so I've actually got 2 in there. I've got the centre-back and the left mid. So if I can just switch this guy out for someone in the Championship who is English. Does he work? Yeah, he works, and he plays for Birmingham. So you only need 1, and that is going to be my left midfielder. And then I've just got a square of players from the Championship, because you do need 4 Championship players at a minimum. They're all English because they all get strong chem to each other. It means that is a square of chemistry done that we don't need to worry about anymore. Next up then, 66 rating, 85 chem. So you haven't got to be too cautious about your chem, but I have stuck players in from like the 3rd Bundesliga, like low rated players that just get chem off each other, and as you saw there, we didn't even need to get a proper trio or triangle. It's not a triangle, so a trio of green chem there. I can literally use orange links, and I'm just fine. So premium gold pack for that. Let's go ahead and complete the marquee matchups then and get our rewards. Lovely. So let me know down below in the comments if you're going to do this week. Did you already have the players? Did you already predict what teams were coming out? And also, I want to know if you're going to do any of those guaranteed Team of the Week player SBCs. I want to know who you're liking, or if you're liking those SBCs and who you'd like to pack. So we shall start off with a premium gold pack then. This is just a 7.5k pack, so I'm not really expecting anything, and we literally get nothing. So I'm going to skip through that one pretty quick. Pronto. Who did we get? This guy, Pro League. If there's ever a League SBC for that again this year, then I reckon he could be expensive. And then I don't think any of them are really selling right now, so I'm going to happily get rid. Are there any... Oh, we'll get rid of the small gold players pack as well, because there's only one rare in there. If we get boards from this, we don't, obviously. But who do we get? Come on, who's it going to be? Left wing, Torino Niang, right? Yes, it is 78 rated Niang from the Calcio A. We needed Calcio A players, but not in that formation, right? I'll stick him on transfer list just in case. And then I wonder if AC Milan players are still going for a lot. Is that Pirlo SBC still going? Someone can have it for 850 if he's even going for that right now. And the rest of you guys can just be sold, or quick sold. So 3 packs left, Jumbo Premium Gold players, and Prime Electrum. I'm going to do it in that order, you know. Hopefully we can get at least a board pull today. I'd love an inform or something. Oh, that's a thin pack, which means we're not going to get anything. Come on, Spanish striker, Valencia, Rodrigo. I actually think that that would be quite a nice player to get as like the League SBC for La Liga. I think he'd be pretty good. Imagine him being boosted up to like an 80 odd rated card. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? He plays for Milan, so he could be worth a little bit too. And we'll get rid of the rest. Moving on up. We need one of those fatter packs, because then we know we've got the boards. And I do want the boards. Come on. No, it's thin again. I'm going to skip through because I don't want it. Unless it's Martial or Jesus, but they're not even expensive anymore. Okay, like, yeah, I don't think we need to keep any of these guys. Maybe you. I've got a feeling you're expensive. Why? Maybe not. I'm going to get rid. Alright, we've got one chance left now. Prime Electrum Players Pack. Controllers down. Come on. Don't be a thin pack. Yay, we do get boards. What are we going to pull from this pack then? Can it be worth it for Marquee Matchups? Dutch striker. Bas Dost. Yes, guys. The one we wanted. Oh, my God. Come on. However, he's an 83, and 83s are most likely on the rise because of that SBC. We also get Regani, who is a Juve player, so the Pirlo SBC might be handy for him. I don't know how much these are going to rise by, because... one, the SBC is untradeable, and two, like, everyone and their nan has all, like, got those players in their transfer list as, like, investments, so you never know. We get a Celtic player there. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the Marquee Matchups for today. Drop a like on the video if you found it useful, and, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a good day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.